They say revenge is a fire that burns hotter than the sun, scorching the very depths of one's soul. My name is Mark, and this is the chilling tale of how vengeance consumed my existence, leading me down a twisted and haunting path that would forever alter my destiny. It all began in the small, quiet town of Hollowbrook, nestled between the hills and the dark expanse of the forest. It was a place where secrets festered like a poison, hidden beneath the veneer of polite society. I had grown up in Hollowbrook, a seemingly tranquil place, until one fateful night cast a shadow over everything I knew. The night was thick with the scent of impending rain as I stood in the shadows, watching the dim streetlights cast long, eerie shadows across the deserted alley. My heart raced with a mixture of anticipation and dread, my grip tightening on the worn handle of the knife in my hand. The man I hunted, James Mitchell, had torn my life apart with a single act of betrayal. He had stolen everything from me, leaving me broken and consumed by a thirst for retribution. And now, I was determined to tear his world apart, just as he had torn mine. My plan was meticulous, each detail carefully planned and rehearsed. I had studied James, his routines, his weaknesses. As he stumbled into the alley, his steps unsteady from alcohol, I felt a surge of primal satisfaction. This was my moment, my chance to make him pay. "Remember me, James," I growled, my voice low and laden with venom. He froze, his eyes widening in shock as he peered into the shadows. "Mark, is that you?" I stepped into the dim light, a cruel smile twisting my lips. "You destroyed my life, James. Now it's your turn to feel what I felt." As the blade sank into his flesh, a rush of vindication surged through me. It was a savage satisfaction, an outlet for the rage and pain that had festered for years. I watched as the light in his eyes dimmed, a sick mixture of pleasure and horror taking hold of me. But as the darkness of the alley swallowed his life, a gnawing emptiness settled within me. The fire of vengeance had consumed me, a raging inferno that left nothing but ashes in its wake. I was a changed man, my heart as cold and unfeeling as the blade that had brought about James's end. In the days that followed, I continued my campaign of retribution. I targeted those who had wronged me, those who had turned a blind eye to my suffering. Each act was more ruthless and brutal than the last, each act fueling the insatiable hunger for revenge that raged within me. Hollowbrook became a town gripped by fear, its once friendly streets now shrouded in a suffocating sense of dread. Whispers of a vengeful specter circulated, a haunting presence that prowled the shadows, striking down those who had escaped the clutches of justice. And as the body count rose, so did the weight of my sins. As the years passed, I became a shadow myself, a creature of the night consumed by my thirst for revenge. Sleep eluded me, replaced by relentless visions of my victims and the haunting echoes of their cries. My reflection in the mirror grew more distorted with each passing day, a reflection of the monster I had become. But the darkest moment came when I confronted a young woman, her terror-stricken eyes meeting mine in a deserted alley. She trembled as I approached, the weight of my actions evident in her gaze. "Please," she begged, her voice a fragile whisper. I hesitated, my grip on the blade slackening. In her fear-stricken eyes, I saw my own torment reflected back at me, a cycle of vengeance repeating itself. I saw the trail of destruction I had left in my wake, the lives shattered by my actions. With a heavy heart, I stepped away, my hands trembling. "I won't hurt you," I murmured, my voice thick with regret. As I retreated from the alley, I knew that I could no longer ignore the monster I had become. The fire of revenge had consumed me, leaving behind only darkness and despair. And so, I began a desperate journey to find redemption, to break free from the chains of vengeance that had bound me for so long. The path to redemption was arduous and unforgiving, a constant battle against the darkness that had taken root within me. The scars of my past actions would never fade, a constant reminder of the horrors I had wrought. But in choosing to confront my own demons, I hoped to finally break free from the cycle of revenge that had held me captive. And so, the tale of Hollowbrook's vengeful specter serves as a chilling reminder that revenge is a force that can consume even the strongest of hearts. As for me, I would carry the weight of my choices, haunted by the echoes of my own retribution, as I sought to find a glimmer of light in the darkness I had created.